Hey guys, it's Saturday, August 6th, 2016, and it is time for another garden update. Now, you may see it's kind of windy, but do not worry, I put on like a windshield for my microphone, so hopefully you guys could let me know how it sounds. Hopefully it shouldn't be any different than if there was no wind. So I get to record in a variety of conditions now. But we're going to be going over the garden. There's a couple new things that are coming out in the garden, a whole lot of melons I'm going to show you guys, and quite a few chilies. Like the chilies are doing some weird things, so let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to start in a little bit different area, this box right here. It doesn't look like a box anymore because all the plants, they've kind of overgrown it, but you can see the outline of the box in there. And now you guys will see, like this is the one I kind of just wanted to start here so I can show you guys. Check it out. That, my friends, is a pumpkin. Like, look at that. That's so cool. Look, it's like the size of my hand, and it's going to continue growing. Maybe it'll be ready by October so we could have some like Halloween-esque pumpkins. But I didn't even plant this pumpkin. Like all these leaves you see right here, see the little brown part, like those type of leaves, all these leaves like this, I didn't even plant that. It just came from the compost that I had made last year, and the seeds didn't burn up correctly, and we got a surprise pumpkin, and there we go. I'm so happy. So that's that, guys, for the pumpkin. And as we move on to like the rest of the peppers in this box, you guys look. Okay, so these peppers were really small, like this plant. The plant was really small when we first got it, and then it stayed small, partially due to like the sun and the way that it was positioned and stuff. But recently, like the leaves just kind of like got dark green and really, really large. These are what's it called? This is a chile de árbol, by the way. So, no. This is a cayenne pepper. Yeah, this is cayenne pepper. But it's kind of weird because they start off growing upwards. See? For this plant, the peppers grow upwards even though cayennes hang. See? So that's interesting. But the rest, there's a couple cayennes on here, guys. You can see that one. But most of them I picked. You're going to see most of my plants are kind of bare, especially the chilies. Because my friends came over yesterday and I gave them a whole bunch of peppers. So, that's that. But they're putting on a whole bunch of flowers, which I'm very, very happy about. So that's the cayenne peppers on that side. And then we have here the chile de árbol. So you can see little babies right here. Wonderful, wonderful plants. They've been actually doing really, really great this year. And then you'll see I have cages here. I didn't start off with the cages in this box, guys. We have a tomato that made himself at home here. Don't know what kind of tomato, but he seems to be doing very, very good. And we caged him up just so he didn't fall over. And then back there, I'm not sure if I remember showing you guys, but that, my friends, is an eggplant that just decided to start growing. So yeah. And then we have more chilies that are just really lanky and have fallen over. And then we have a cantaloupe down there. Sorry, I was bending over. But yeah, guys, that's it for this box. I'm just really, really happy with all the produce that's coming out of it. This box is like, it's a mixture of a whole bunch of things, and it's hard to see because there's like cantaloupe vines and everything coming over the sides, but I'm really, really happy. That's the thing when I was thinking, guys. I was thinking about my whole garden when I was watering it right now. I'm just like, I'm really, really happy with the way it's turning out. Normally, well, like, of course, you're going to have a little hard times and stuff during the garden, especially here, guys. Like, it looks all wet and stuff. Because I just watered and I spray water everywhere. It's not usually this wet, like it's dry. It's like 100 degrees every day. So plants are a little bit weird here. Sometimes you have good times, sometimes you have bad times here in West Texas. Otherwise, oh well, that's just me rambling. I don't know, I don't even know what I was rambling about. Let's just go ahead and keep on going, showing you guys the garden. Here we have our jalapenos. Jalapenos are kind of weird. I've never had really great success with them. They always come out pudgy like this. See? A bunch of pudgy jalapenos. And some of them stay small, and some of them grew bigger. See? There's a couple good jalapenos on there. But otherwise, guys, I don't know. Jalapenos have been kind of weird for me. Oh, I almost forgot. Guys, check this out. You're going to see this later on in the video, but see this branch right here? This branch is coming through from that side of the fence all the way over here. It's a tomatillo plant, and that branch is probably like 4.5, 5 foot long, which is really, really weird. But yeah. All right, onward over, guys. Here we have the hot Fresnos. These guys have been putting on a whole lot of peppers. I actually need to come through and get rid of a couple of them because you're gonna see, like, you see all the speckled red dots. Awesome, awesome little hot peppers. I didn't give any of these to my friends. That's why there's a whole bunch on here, which I'm really glad about. So yeah, those are our, this is like a hot pepper box, and that's like a super hot over there. So yeah. Oh, and guys, check this out. Right underneath my peach tree, my wonderful peach tree that I have sitting right here, I was watering, and then I was like, I came in here, and I was like, oh, this looks like a little, like a little fairy forest, like Forest Wonderland, man. Like, it just looks like super cool in here, like a little pond. I don't know. I just thought that looked really cool. And then right here, directly next to it, we have our sweet pepper box. Guys, look at the peppers. The pepper plant got so heavy, it fell over, guys. Check that out. We have orange sun peppers on there. I need to pick those, and I ate one yesterday. Oh my goodness, they're so sweet. It's like candy, man. Like those little peppers, look, they're small, right? Like, compare that to my hand, right? They're kind of small, but they taste like candy. It's so good to just eat them. I love them, I love them, I love them. All right, and then right next to that we have our, look at the leaves. Look how broad that leaf is. That pepper leaf. And then we have a whole bunch of little bell peppers on here. So yeah, guys, we had at one point, oh, see? There's a whole bunch of peppers on there. We had at one point like a nutrient deficiency. Someone suggested to me that it was like a calcium deficiency that happens to these big peppers. They're not able to get enough nutrients. So I went ahead and put a little bit of calcium supplements on there, and we don't have that problem anymore. It seems like the plants, as they got bigger, they're able to adjust to the nutrient needs of their fruit, and we have a whole bunch of peppers. See? So like, these plants are really, really awesome. They're really healthy. Like, these are probably some of the healthiest pepper plants. Maybe not the biggest, but they're very, very green. So yeah, guys. And then, oh, we have our little itty bitty habanero plant in a pot, which seems to be doing great. I moved them right under the tree so you can get a little bit of shade. And then we have 2 habaneros that are not quite done. Probably within the next couple of days they'll be done because they need to be a little bit darker orange. And that'll be that. Guys, then we have our mint that we cut back. I'm gonna cut it back again just because it's all like crazy looking. But yeah, I like this mint. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have our super awesome grape, which when we got it at the beginning of this year, it was this tall. And it was like a little bush. And now it's just taken off all the way down the fence. It loves the sun. Look at all this, like, this wasn't here like yesterday. Like, it's just crazy growth all the way over. It's insane how much this grape, like, it just like loves being here. So that little dude's awesome. And guys, I think I should just like rename this. This isn't the garden update. This is like the pepper update. Because I was like noticing, because recently I've been watching other people who make similar videos to me. I put a couple links to their channels in the description. They make videos all over the country, growing plants in their garden, and they're really enthusiastic about it. They're really happy with what they've been able to grow on their little homesteads. And it's kind of interesting to see the differences in the kinds of plants that grow throughout the country. So like here, I'm able to grow 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall peppers, but other people can't, but they have success in other areas, in other, in areas of plants. So I just think that's super awesome, guys. And I was watching a whole bunch of videos, just seeing like, what can I grow that doesn't grow here in West Texas? And are my failures or my successes attributed to where I live? It's just really cool. So I'll put a bunch of links in the description, guys, if you want to check out other videos similar to mine. But here we have our New Mexico #6, our long green chilies. All right, so let me show you guys something. This guy actually fell over, so I tied him up right here. And he's got a whole bunch of peppers. Let me show you. He's got a whole bunch of peppers wedged in here. There we go. See all these peppers? They're beginning to turn red. So this is the biggest. They're beginning to mature. So these are gonna be the biggest they're gonna get. Normally, guys, these New Mexico #6, like the long greens, they're like 8-10 inches. They're like long. So mine are really pudgy. They're not as long as some of the ones you would get in the store would be, but I'm still happy with them. They might be a little longer if I went back and like took a whole bunch of them off. But personally, I don't need a whole lot of these. My parents do, and if we ended up with like a whole bunch of them, then we may not eat them. But still, look at that. I still think they look awesome, even if they're little. I like them. They're nice and cute, and you could put them in burritos. So yeah, that's that. So let's go ahead and get out of this section of the garden and show you guys some of the other spots. We actually, oh, the light, like, it looks so nice right now. It's kind of dark, but it's still light. I love it. But yeah, guys, we actually lost a couple plants over the last time since I've talked to you guys. Not here specifically, but towards zone 2. We'll get to that when we get to that though. But guys, this is my squash, and look at the size of these leaves. Like, this is my hand, and these leaves are absolutely ginormous. We have a couple squash in there. Like, there's one. That one's ready to be picked. There's a couple back here, I think. Oh, no. This is what I want to show you guys. When I was watering, I noticed this. Look at the size of this leaf. Like, it's like an elephant ear, man. It's humongous. So yeah, I picked the squash off of these guys. Oh, look, there's a nice one. That's like a yellow crookneck right there. That's some kind of squash. I've never had one of those smooth ones before. And then I picked all of them off of that guy. So I'm happy with this box, guys. We lost a couple of the squash that were in here over the last couple weeks, but the ones that stayed, they stayed, and they're thriving, basically. So I love it. I love it. And then we go on to this little box right here. Oh yeah, by the way, look at the size of this apple tree stump. Like, this thing is huge. Okay, never mind. That's a 3-year-old tree. But we go on to this box. This box, you guys remember, the tomatoes weren't doing that good. We're like, what, 5 months into the growing season, and these tomatoes, they should be a lot larger. But they didn't start growing until like a week ago. They were like half this size. They were like up to here. And then they just, like, they took off. I don't know why. It's the same thing that happened last year. They didn't want to grow, and then they took off. I love it. So now we're gonna get a whole bunch of tomatoes. Look, there's a little tomato in there. Let me get it, feed that to the chickens. The chickens like the little tomatoes because they could eat it in one bite. Put that in my pocket. So yeah, guys, we're gonna see exponential growth out of these tomatoes, and I just have to make sure I'm on top of putting them inside the cages, or else they get little pieces that come out like that. And then it's hard to put them back in without breaking the branches. So yeah, guys, oh yeah, by the way, we have irrigation today, so our yards get flooded, and we could have all these wonderful trees in the middle of the desert. But yeah, this, guys, is the box that we had to take out 2 or 4 of our tomatoes because they got like spiders. They had something wrong with them. They didn't make it. So we have a nice little cantaloupe that decided to start growing here, which I'm okay with since we have all this real estate. Yeah, guys, I'm actually thinking I should grow some like carrots or something in here as it goes into the fall, like carrots and lettuce and things that don't require a whole lot of sun. And since we have all this like real estate, and we have more real estate over there, which I told you guys we're gonna get to. But yeah, we have a lot of real estate, so I might make a separate video on that within the next couple days, which would be pretty cool. And then we have our tomatoes. I trimmed these guys a little bit. One of them's falling over. Like, this guy's just like completely falling over, see? But I trimmed him a bit because he had a couple dead leaves on there on the bottom. But otherwise, they're kind of doing okay, but they stopped flowering, so I'm not sure if they're gonna make it or not, because they were in the box with the other ones. And if it doesn't look like they're gonna make it, I'm gonna pull them and then I'll plant something else. So that's that. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we have our eggplants and volunteer watermelons that came in. The eggplants, I stripped them of all the eggplants the other day because there was just way too many of them and they were kind of looking a little bit weird. So then we have a couple coming on. See, we have a flower there, a couple flowers in and out around here. But otherwise, guys, I took off all the eggplants that were on here. These eggplants are pretty big though. The cages are not going to be enough for them, honestly. See? Because eventually, once there's an eggplant right here, it's gonna come out. Mark my words, guys, that one's gonna come out and the whole branch is gonna just tilt down. It's gonna be kind of gnarly. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. And then, guys, all of the watermelons, we have a watermelon right there, wonderful little babies, and then we have 2 over there. That one's split though, so basically anything in the garden that it doesn't look like my family will eat, what's it called? Maybe it's like it looks nasty, or it's like not formed completely spherical and perfect like my family wants. They won't eat it. And then instead of me eating it, I'll give it to my chickens, which are over there. And they'll love it because they love everything, even life. So yeah, here we go, guys, onto zone 2. As we lose the light, it's still really, really awesome outside. I love it. And I took out these 2, these 2 tomato plants. You guys know we went through last garden update since I wasn't here, and I trimmed them all up. I thought they were gonna be all right, but the leaves on them, they weren't doing good. They look kind of like this. Oh geez, not even focused. But they didn't look dark green, right? So it could be like blight, spiders, it could be a combination of everything. So we lost them, sadly. The other tomatoes though, they're doing fine. This guy's 5.5 foot tall at the very tip right here because he's right up to like my forehead. And we have branches stretching off all the way out here with tomatoes on them. My chickens will love those because you'll realize there's no red tomatoes on here. Go figure, my chickens come in and eat them all. This guy right here, he was falling over. Like this whole tomato cage was just like falling over. So I tied him to the other one. So if they all fall, they all fall. But yeah, you'll see just so many branches. There's a lot of, see, there's a lot of flowers on there coming out. But yeah. So these are my tomatoes. I love them. They're very, very big. So those are the tomatoes, and then here we go on to the peppers of zone 2, guys. All these little yellow dots you see, all these little red dots you see, these are all Tabasco peppers, except for these big ones right here. See, these are just regular bell peppers, but these are all Tabasco peppers. There's a bunch of red ones in there. I need to go through and get these, guys. I didn't give any of these to my friends. I've just been waiting because they've been really, really slow for all of them to mature. And I don't want to go through and have to start picking them every day. I want to pick them like every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. So I'm going to go through and pick all of them today or tomorrow. Maybe we'll pick all of them when I make my little, when I plant some carrots or something. We'll see, right? And then here, oh guys, look, check it out. Cantaloupe. That guy's almost ready. I turned him around the other day because he was kind of looking a little weird. So he's basically ready to go, maybe another day or two, because the sun baked him on one side. So I turned him around. Here, guys, we have the chili super hots. I pick these guys like religiously. I go through and get rid of all these little red ones because if not, it's just a pain in the butt to get rid of all of them, kind of like the Tabasco peppers. But these guys have actually been really, really great this year. They've never stopped putting on flowers. They've never stopped producing fruit. And look, like they just look so healthy. So healthy. Healthy plants, healthy little, like stocky, very, very full plants. I love it. And then this guy, he's just kind of reaching for the moon. He's like, hello. And then, guys, the biggest chilies in my garden, the biggest peppers, these are the Santa Fe Grandes. Look at this. Look at this. Compare, look, I'm gonna step back. That's one chili plant goes up to there, and then the other one's all the way down there. This plant obviously gives off less chilies than the chili super hots, but you see all these wonderful peppers on here. Got them all in there. Oh, look at that one. That's a beautiful pepper. And they're really, really tall. Like this guy's, if I stand, well, I'm not standing on the bucket. See, it's a couple inches, but if I stood on the bucket, it'd probably go up to my belly button. It's great plants. They're putting on more and more flowers every day. They just they root into this dirt, guys, and they love it here. Oh man, the chilies, they do really, really great here in West Texas. They like the heat. I think they like the low humidity, and they like the sandy soil because it's not like super, super rich soil. They're able to get in there, and it doesn't withhold that much moisture. So they're able to get a whole bunch right when I water it, and then it drains out before the next time. I think that's why they really like it. It's because the sandy soil and the heat. Because it's dry. He's so dry. So yeah. They may not like the sun as much, but they like the heat, is what I've noticed. Oh, and that tomatillo plant we talked about, that was all the way over there on the other side of the garden. Here he is. This is where he's supposed to be. Right here. So yeah, and then we have a volunteer pumpkin that also came in right here. So these leaves are from a pumpkin that decided to start growing way down in there, in that mess of grass and everything. And he's just doing his thing. He hasn't put on an actual like pumpkin fruit, but still, I like it. And now I'm gonna walk through this. Oh geez, I almost tripped. I'm gonna walk through this crazy garden, Jurassic Park style. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, here we have our second biggest plant. It's actually coming in it's like in my way. These are the big Jims, another very, very big pepper, similar to the New Mexico number 6. There's like a red one right there. The green ones are like few and far between, but they're like right in there. See? These guys have given off probably the least, what's it called, peppers of all the plants, but they seem to be like very, very, very healthy plants. So I'm not sure where I should be thankful, surprised, whatever, but they seem like, look, they seem to be putting on a whole bunch of flowers. So maybe we're gonna see something. We're gonna see like an explosion of peppers within the next couple of weeks. Who knows? But honestly, that'd be really, really great because they're big enough. They could put on like a dozen peppers each and they'll be great. So yeah, then ladies and gentlemen, we have our serrano peppers, which have grown. You can see the contrast, like the darker greens and like the light, that's like a bluish green, and they have fuzzy leaves. But I gave a bunch of these to my friends, but they still have a bunch on them. That's what I really like about these guys. Like, look at all these green peppers. I love the contrast in the camera. Like, it's not like that in real life. It's not as contrasted. But in the camera, it just looks so clear. Like, to see where all the peppers are. Like, look at in there. Look at all those peppers. Look at that pepper. Pepper. Look at all those peppers. This guy's pretty tall. See? I love it. Sorry about the planes, guys. I don't know. It's like we live near an airport, even though we don't. All the planes decide to just fly over my house. So those are the serrano peppers. Serrano. My mouth's getting dry. Then oh guys, check this out. This is the tomato that started growing. Volunteer tomato. He just started growing right next to the fence. So I'm just gonna lean him up towards the fence every time. And eventually, if he starts falling over, I'm gonna tie him up to the fence. He's already starting to put on a couple tomatoes or flowers. See? Beautiful, beautiful. I love volunteer plants because all these volunteer plants came from my compost because I didn't do it right. I didn't get it hot enough towards the end of the year. So all the excess tomatoes and apples and eggplants and chilies that I put in there, the seeds never burnt up. So they were just kind of sitting in the compost. Either way, it worked out really, really great, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have our habaneros and a mystery plant, but we'll get to the mystery plant later. The habaneros, ladies and gentlemen, have just taken off. Habaneros in the past, I've never done like extremely well with them, but this year they've just been so great. There's so many peppers on here, and there's so many peppers I gave away yesterday. Must have given like 6 or 7 of them away yesterday, but there's a lot on here. There's like this one. There's a couple right there. Look at all those on there, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, like on this one branch. Look at all those. Fantastic. There's a couple of them that are ready over here. Those red ones. Habaneros are super hot, guys, if you don't already know. But they're super healthy plants too. I don't see a nutrient deficiency on them. Like all those little bunch, that little bunch is all habaneros. Like, oh my goodness, I love them. I love them. I love them. Like, look at, they look mean too. They're all scrunched up. Then, guys, oh, sorry, I was touching my camera. Here we have a mystery little plant. I don't know what kind of pepper plant this is, but it kind of just got mixed in when we were planting. But he seems to have taken off as well. He kind of looks like a Santa Fe Grande, to be completely honest with you. But he's smaller than the others. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. We got through this at the optimal time. The sun was absolutely beautiful. Like, look, it's going back behind the trees. The garden is so great, ladies and gentlemen, towards the end of the year. It's just like, it's all the work that we put into the garden. It's finally starting to pay off. I'm just super, super excited about it. I really, really like it. And I like sharing it with you guys. And I like sharing other videos and stuff too. So like, I have a couple new series of videos I'm thinking about making for my channel. So if you guys see a little bit kind of like weird stuff coming on my channel, different kinds of videos, let me know what you think, right? Let me know, what's it called, if you like those kind of videos. If not, if you don't like them, what I could do better and stuff. Even on these videos, guys, I like constructive criticism. I like you guys helping me out with my videos. A lot of people help me out with my chickens, and because I've only barely got chickens this year. I'm not the best at growing anything, guys, so I like being able to have that constructive criticism. You guys letting me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, how are things looking in the garden. I like when you guys let me know that stuff. So that's gonna be it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this garden update, and see you guys later. Bye.